dating is terrible. It's just absolutely horrible. And now I'm starting to understand why so many of you guys have just given up. You're done with it. You're not going to do it anymore, and you'll just be alone. And that's cool. And maybe that's where I'm going to end up, because it's horrible. And I don't like it. And I'm not even asking for too much. The little bit that I'm asking for seems to be too much. And I had the faith that with the right man, it wouldn't be too much. But how do you find that right man? Because,
When she says she's not asking for too much, she's probably asking for so much that the man would probably be homeless after he finishes dating her.
Really trying to avoid that.
One of my guy friends just told me this, and if you are confused in a relationship or wondering if a guy is going to commit to you, I cannot gatekeep this. He said women think guys have commitment issues, but how many guys do you know have ever changed their barber, changed the football team, changed their favorite shirt, changed their sock? No, men hate change. When they find something that they like that's working for them, they stick with it. Number two, he said women think that men have a problem committing and making a decision to commit. But how many guys do you know of that have come home with a brand new truck, bought it on the spot, or a brand new expensive tool set, or done something like impulsive right then? They saw it, they made a decision, they wanted it, they took action. That is how men work.
Totally correct. Men have zero trouble committing or engaging in brand new adventures. They clearly just don't want to do either of those things with her.
You got me.
I'm shook. Well, falling for a 32-year-old was not on my 2023 bingo card. But that looks like it's what's happening. We had our 10th date. We've made it to double digits, friends, besties. 10 dates. He's so sweet and like chivalry. This man, I was driving us to the restaurant last night. We were coming back to my car after a walk, and he walked around to my driver's side door and opened it for me to get in. This man is 32. Men my own age can't even. Oh, every door. I've never pushed a door open when I've been on a date with him. And then he told me to my face that he likes me. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Yeah, your girl's shook. Shook. She's not sure. She didn't have this on her bingo card.
I don't know who this guy is, but somebody needs to find him and slap some sense into him. He's a granny banger.
What a sick bastard.
Well, I'm home. I thought he was a nice guy. We hung out at the bar, we had a drink, ate some french fries, had conversations. And then he walked to my car when we left and gave me a hug. And then when I was driving home, I saw that he had messaged me. He didn't ask me for my phone number. All he had was me on Tinder. And I noticed that he had messaged me. So I looked at it, but I was driving. I had a pretty long drive home. But then I got gas at Costco, and I looked at my phone, and the man deleted me. He deleted me! Guess he did not want to know Andrea.
This is something men go through quite often, and she has probably done this to guys when she was younger. I know the medicine doesn't taste too good for her now.
That's all she drinks now.
I know for me, I've been single for almost 3 years, we'll say 2.5 years at this point. I was in a long-term relationship that was over 9 years. I was in that relationship longer than most people are married, side point. But I took time to work on me for a little bit. And since then, I've realized that finding a significant other or a long-term companion is not very easy. Maybe because I'm 53 and there's a few things that are set in my ways, but it's not easy. But that's just me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know.
She threw away a perfectly good relationship because she wanted to find herself, which means she wanted to ride the carousel. And now she wants another relationship she's struggling to find one.
Typical.
Hello, hello. Just wanted to give you an update. It's been a long time. Sometimes I feel like there's a lot I have to share, but actually I do share way more on Instagram, just FYI. You can follow the link in my bio from there, or to get there. And I'm always on my stories talking and stuff. But, so I wanted to update you on the whole dating situation. So I did find someone that, you know, and we were dating for a little bit. Probably it was, I don't know, 6-8 weeks or so, but we had over a month. We had 3 dates, and the last one we got, you know, a lot closer and stuff, and it was going well. And then all of a sudden it started, you know, he started backing up and whatever, and I was really confused for a minute, and I was like, what? Okay, if you're just gonna ghost me. Like, what's the deal? And but he kept reaching out, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling some confusion here, like I'm gonna take some space. And I was like, I don't want to get closer to someone who's not sure of what they want, whatever. But I was like, how could I read this guy totally wrong? And I was just really like, what happened? Anyway, but I come to find out, he was actually, there was some serious life stuff that was happening, or is happening, that he's going through, and it's serious stuff. Anyway, so I was like, oh, okay, now I get it, and I understand. I wish you would have told me sooner, because you know, it was like 2 weeks or so that I was like, what the heck? So anyway, we just backed off, and he's going through his stuff, because he obviously cannot focus on courting a woman. Which I get it, but at the same time, it's like, what? I don't know. Whatever. I'm just like, it's a big learning lesson, so there's many different takeaways that I got from it. Yeah. So, that's that. I'm back to what I was before I was talking to him, and that's just single and doing my thing and living my life, traveling, taking care of my teens, and, you know, that's that. That's life.
He broke away after he smashed. Everything else he said about his life stuff was just an excuse to get rid of her.
My plan worked perfectly.